Hi everyone, I'm here today to do a requested video. A couple of months ago I did my top 10 favourite movies of all time, and within that Omar Jimenez, he's someone who seems to give me a lot of video ideas, asked me if I would do my top 10 favourite Disney movies, seeing as that I made it quite clear that I like a lot of Disney, and from my name you can probably tell that I like Disney. So here it is. This is just going to be Disney classics. I might do a little Pixar list maybe another time, because they are so different, and I'd probably do a bit of a shorter list though for Pixar, as there isn't as many to choose from. So this is from the core 50, how many is there? 53 Disney classic movies, and I'm just gonna make my way through them all, and at number 10 I'm going to cheat ever so slightly and have two joint 10 favourite ones, because I just couldn't decide between the two. So at number 10 we have Cinderella and we have Sleeping Beauty, the two vanilla princesses as I've heard them being called, and they're the two big princesses really when you think about it. You know, who do you instantly think of? These two ladies. And so first of all, Cinderella, we're going to this. Why do you like Cinderella so much, Vicky? Basically I like it for the mice. The mice are my favourite thing in this film, and the songs are lovely, and you know, Cinderella's actually quite a good princess. She tries to do what's best for everybody, and you know, that's not a bad thing to be teaching kids. And her love story may not be the most creative, but you know, it's the classic fairy tale. Who do you think of when you think of a fairy tale romance? You think of Cinderella. And yeah, it's just a film I've always really loved ever since I was a kid, and how could I say no? And like I say, the comedy relief from the mice, you know, Gus and Jack, they're just great, and Lucifer the cat as well, you know, the whole Tom and Jerry-esque theme going on. Even though I'm not a fan of Tom and Jerry, I like what they've done with it in this film. So yeah, Cinderella. And Sleeping Beauty, why do you like this one so much, Vicky? This has the greatest villain of all time, really. I mean, Maleficent is just the ultimate mega bitch, and that is why this film is so highly ranked. I love her. She's great, and I also love fairies. My favourite is Merryweather. She's the blue one, the dopey one, and I like her for the comedy relief again. I wouldn't say that Aurora is as strong of a character to me as Cinderella is, but everyone around her is such great characters that it brings her film, it elevates it up there into a better film. And the songs I'd probably say were better on Cinderella, but I do like the songs in Sleeping Beauty. Basically this film got ranked so highly for Maleficent and Merryweather. Basically both characters I absolutely adore. So that's 10th. It was my cheeky cheating double pointer, but all the rest are just one, don't worry. And so quickly moving on to number 9, we have The Rescuers. The first one, The Rescuers Down Under, is the one that everyone prefers, but not me. Of course, I was surprised. Oh, Vicky likes the one that no one else likes. Yeah, I love this film. I went through a phase of just watching this constantly, and it wasn't that long ago. I still lived with my parents, so I'd have been 18, I'm gonna go with. I went through a phase of watching this constantly, once a day. This film I like because of Bianca and Bernard's relationship, if you want to call it that. I love the way their characters develop throughout the film, and I really like Bernard. Just throughout the entire film, he starts off as a lonely janitor and ends up as a rescuer. What more could you ask for? Again, the villains are pretty wonderful in this. You know, Madame Medusa, or Auntie Medusa, is again a mega bitch, and she just wants that diamond. She don't care that she's sacrificing a child's life. She wants that diamond. And the two alligators, Brutus and Nero, they're quite funny, you know, they do bring the comic relief again. And oh, I forgot his name, the guy who sucks up to producer. It's not on the back. I'm sorry, Mr. Pushover. You're not on here, but you are funny. And even Penny, I like her. You know, she's just a generic child character, really, but she's got guts and she's brave, so I do like her as well. The Rescuers. Next is where things start to be a bit more obvious. All the films after this are now films that came out during my lifetime. So it's quite obvious why these ones have stuck a bit more. And so in 8th place we have Pocahontas. Oh, Pocahontas. The songs are fantastic. I'm probably going to say that for every film that comes up next. Just again, we've got a mega villain. And my favourite character in this is actually Grandmother Willow. She is hilarious, and she reminds me, well, the relationship between her and Pocahontas reminds me of me and my grandma, because every time anything happens to me, first thing I do is ring my grandma and let her know. So, you know, I understand the bond that they have, and this has one of the most moving, powerful moments in it, actually, this film. Like, every time I watch it, I'm like, no! I don't want to spoil it, but it's a certain scene where Pocahontas and John Smith meet, and 2 of their friends end up following them, and you know what goes on if you've seen this film, that bit, I'm just like, no! Every time. And it just gets me. And again, this has great comic relief with the whole Percy and Miko rivalry, and with Grandmother Willow, she's funny. And it's just, again, strong female lead. We like, and it's got an okay love story, you know. I like this more again. I like the surrounding characters and the songs. I think that's what I like about most of these films, to be honest. But yeah, Pocahontas. Next, number 7, we have the film I did for my media project whilst I was in year 11, Tarzan. They let us pick, if you're wondering why the school was letting us watch Disney films, they let us pick what film we were going to do our project on, and I picked Tarzan. This, again, is a fantastic film for side characters. My favourite character in this is Tantor. And and songs, again, they're really strong songs. This is one that is Phil Collins from beginning to end. No one else really has any songs. There's a sort of like songy bit with where they all find the camp and they make their song up. That's not really a song, but you know. And there's a little bit of singing at the beginning when Carla first finds Tarzan, but that's it. All the rest is sung by Phil Collins, and it's the greatest thing Phil Collins has ever done. And just, again, I like all the side characters. Turk is funny. I really like Carla. She's a really great, you know, mother character. Jane is a great love interest. Tarzan's strong lead. Clayton is a fantastic villain, and this movie has one of the most sinister moments in Disney ever in it. I don't want to give away spoilers to these films, but just if you watch the lightning flash very closely at the end of this film, you'll know what I'm talking about. Very sinister. And it's just such a great, strong story, you know. What could be better than a man who lives in the jungle with gorillas and then meets the first set of humans when he's like into his late 20s, I'm going to guess, by the looks of him, you know, because they don't tell you how old he is, but I'm going to guess by the characters. Oh, and I love Professor Archimedes Porter. Yes, I love Archimedes Q. Porter. He is amazing. How could I forget about him? Funny dad characters, I like them. One of the films I don't actually have here, Aladdin, the Sultan, is my favourite character in Aladdin. Next, we have Lilo and Stitch. Oh, this film made me cry the first time I saw it. A bit where Stitch realises he's the ugly duckling. Oh, the feels. And I absolutely adore Stitch as a character, and I can kind of relate to Lilo a little bit. Vicky, are you a psycho? No. Do you bite people? No. Do you have voodoo dolls? No. Do you love Elvis? No. But I understand what it's like to go to a school and not really have many friends, or to have any friends really. I've been there. So I think I see a little bit of myself in Lilo. In this film, my favourite character probably is Stitch himself. It does have a strong cast of side characters, but for me it is the relationship between Lilo and Stitch that really brings this film together. It just really gets to me. And it chokes me up, and I'm choked up a little bit just thinking about it. This one hasn't really got great songs because it's like just Elvis soundtrack. And I'm not a fan of Elvis. But I adore these characters. Lilo and Stitch they just melt my heart. And they do have strong characters around them, but it is about their relationship. That's why I love it. Next one is number 5. And this is the last film that I haven't mentioned before. And that is Mulan. Yes, this film. This is probably, in my eyes, the most quotable Disney film of all time. Like, I have watched it so much, and I could probably talk it through because I'm really sad. And this has got my funniest Disney character of all time in it, which is Mulan's grandma. I love Mulan's grandma. I think she's just called like grandma. I hope she doesn't have a name that I've forgotten it when I'm claiming that I love her so much. But, you know, do you want to stay for dinner? Do you want to stay forever? Cracks me up every time. I don't know why. I think I just like that she's a crazy granny. But yes, I love the story as well. Like, the entire story is brilliant. Eddie Murphy's Mushu, fantastic character. Songs, brilliant songs in this film. Yes. And a bonus feature in mine, I don't know if everyone has this, is Jackie Chan sings one of the songs. He sings I'll Make a Man Out of You. Instantly amazing. If you saw my other movie video, you'll know that I absolutely adore Jackie Chan in Rush Hour, and I love his singing, and so he sang this. Fantastic. So it's just a little extra gem for why I love this film. But this is just an entire strong cast of characters. I like the love story. I like the fact that Mulan just like, screw your rules, I'm going to do this, I'm a strong independent woman. I like Cricky. I like everything in this film. I just really like it. And I really have like strong feelings as well. I really want Mulan to succeed. So it's doing its job. Now on to the 4 that I spoke about before. The next one being the most recent Disney classic. So that is number 4. Big Hero 6. Baymax. I love this film not purely, but like 80% of my love for this film is Baymax alone. He is just the most funniest, sweetest, cutest little thing. And if you saw my video, you know I've got an obsession with robot characters. So Baymax is just, yes, I love him. I like the entire crew though. There's not really a member of the 6 that I think, they're a bit... I like every member. I really like Hero as well as a lead character. He goes through a lot, but with Baymax's help, he learns to be a better person, and I like that. The songs, this is the weakest one for songs. I mean, it's got Fall Out Boy soundtrack, and not only does it have Fall Out Boy soundtrack, it has the modern day Fall Out Boy soundtrack. And it's not brilliant, but it's not prominent, so it's okay. And it's a Marvel crossover film, which means we have a cameo from Mr. Stan Lee, which is funny. You know, I enjoyed that as well. It may be one of his better ones. And yeah, this film, it's just so fun and relatable and funny. And Baymax, yeah, I have an obsession with Baymax, and that's probably why this film is so highly rated, purely for him. I absolutely adored it. I was wetting myself in the cinema because we went to see that one actually in the cinema. It was great. Next, number 3, my favourite princess. Princess and the Frog. What? Nobody likes Tiana, Vicky. I like Tiana a lot. Like, I'm quite obsessed with her. I just think she's such a strong, independent woman. These are the characters I like, the strong ladies. And she's just, I relate to her again because she works so much, and definitely like a year ago I had 3 jobs, you know, like that. Oh, wow, it's more than a year ago now I think about it. A year and a half ago I had 3 jobs, and you know, Tiana's constantly working, and I relate to it a lot. And her voice is beautiful. Oh, I always forget her name. It's like Anika Rose or something like that. I'm really sorry, I forget your name every time. But your voice is beautiful, and there's a live performance of it on YouTube if you look it up, of her singing Almost There, and it's gorgeous. This has got a fantastic, again, love story, because Tiana can't stand Naveen, and he really has to win her over, and he can't win her over using his usual charms. He's got to learn to grow up, and he does a lot. Tiana teaches him a lot about the world, and I really like that. Excellent villain, again, in I always worry that I don't pronounce this right. Dr. Facilier? Falsier? They don't mention his name in the film, alright? Like, I'm pretty sure they don't. I feel like I'd have known how to pronounce it then. I'm pretty sure, like, you see it on the gravestone in the film. Spoiler. But, like, I don't know. I like Big Louie. I love Ray. I love Tiana's mum. And dad, even though he's not in it as much. I love Mama Odie. I like all the characters, and this is just such a fun, colourful film, and it's a welcome return to the classic animation style that I don't understand how it got so overlooked, or I don't understand how Tangled and Frozen got better reviews and obsessions than this. Like, it really angers me when I go in the Disney store and there's toys of like every other princess. I want Tiana. I just want, like, I don't know what I want of her. I just want everything with Tiana's face slapped on it because I just love her. Yeah, right, I'm going to stop ranting about Princess and the Frog and get to my second favourite film, which has my favourite Disney character of all time in it. So how is it you're only your second, Vicky? Shut up. And that is Beauty and the Beast, and my favourite Disney character of all time is the Beast. I love him, and it really upsets me at the end when he turns into Prince Adam. That is not a spoiler, I think you all know the story. But it really upsets me at the end. I'm like, no, you were better as the Beast. I know, I'm the only person ever to think that. Don't care. I love it. I really like Belle, she's a great leading lady, but the Beast is just... oh, I absolutely love him. I'd marry the Beast. I love Mrs. Potts, I love Lumiere, I love Cogsworth, I love Maurice. Maurice, he might be my second favourite character in the film. Crazy Dad, love it. Gaston is a fantastic villain, and LeFou is like the perfect little minion. It's great. The songs in this are fantastic. You know, Beauty and the Beast. Who doesn't love that classic Disney song, you know? And yeah, it's just a great story. I don't know, people say it's just Stockholm Syndrome. I don't care. Belle tames the Beast and he becomes such a fantastic character, and I just love his development throughout the entire film, and it's great. It's really, I just really like it, okay? Beauty and the Beast. And that's Spider Courage. Best character, obviously. Now, number 1, the Disney film. Again, it's another one that no one likes, and I do, and well, of course I do, it's number 1. It's the greatest thing ever. Second favourite Disney character of all time is the leading man of this one. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I love Quasimodo. I love him. If it weren't for the Beast, then Quasimodo would be that Disney character I want to marry. Okay? Again, he's just that freak that, like, I hate to say freak about him, but like, that's how everyone sees him, as this horrible freak, and no one wants to get to know him, nobody cares about him, but I do. And I just think he's just got a sweet, loving personality, and it's horrible what happens to him, and I like the fact that he doesn't end up with Esmeralda. Like, a lot of people say, oh well, they just prove that no one can love him, and it's like, no, he realised he didn't need to be in love with Esmeralda. And, you know, he's just happy being himself. He doesn't need anyone else to love him. He knows he is happy to be himself. And that is the message of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Again, one of the most fantastic villains in this. Judge Crowthriller is just, oh my god, he is so sinister. That's the song where he's basically just telling Quasimodo to never leave. It's awful. It's such a horrible message. But it gets the point across. He hates gypsies and anyone to do with them. And he will do whatever it takes to get rid. This has my favourite Disney song of all time in it, in God Help the Outcasts. Such a beautiful message for a song. And people say the music is weak in this film. Are you joking? Are you joking? Like, it's fantastic. That song is beautiful. The Hellfire song in the fireplace. I had a bit of trouble with my fireplace. Fantastic song. Feast of Fools, great song. Gotta Love a Guy Like You, great song. The beautiful, like, choir songs, you know, the fact it's got such a grand soundtrack. I don't understand how people think the soundtrack to this film is weak. I don't understand how people think this film is weak. It's great. I mean, Gargoyles, hilarious. Charlie and the Gargoyle relationship, just, if that's not the greatest relationship in Disney, I don't know what is. It's just full of great characters. The old man, I'm free, cracks me up every time. Why does no one like this film? So yeah, that's my top 10 Disney films. I'm going to stop ranting and raving about how no one likes the same ones as me and leave you alone. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed how crazy I am about Disney. Thanks for watching. Bye.